Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm ZBest. Today we'll cover the new instance of Last Stand Invasion, along with the objects, which are the new boxes. They are tiered, just like the Realm Faults last year. So I have a lot of opinions about it, and we'll get into it. So to start off, we'll go through the objects. They work just like normal boxes in the sense that they have guaranteed rewards and then they have percentage chance, but they are tiered just like last year. Now, a lot of you have seen a lot of videos, other content out there, being highly critical of it. I am no different. I think it is a terrible continued precedent to hide new vehicles behind a tier system where collectors can't get to it with a normal, easy way. The other boxes, if you already have everything, you can get it guaranteed in either 40 or 50, depending on what the normal box quantity is. However, in a tiered system, for example, the highest tier, you will need to get a lot of the base to get enough of the second tier to get enough of the third tier to get the guaranteed rewards. So in each one, we'll go over what you can get. A lot of new vehicles. There's 3 new ones, the Lorraine Albi, the Tier 10, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, WZ64, and the Chrysler MTC. Now, all of these have, 2 of these have unique mechanics. The Polish heavy tank has the same type of gun as the Błyskawica. The difference is it is a heavy tank. And then the Albi is a autoloader, which could be fun in different scenarios. This is just a base medium. It could be very good. Honestly, I don't know very much about it. As for everything else, there are some really good vehicles that you can get. The Prototipo is a very strong Tier 8 medium. Grom has one of the best guns at Tier 8. Does a lot of alpha. It is definitely better than, I would say that is better than the Tech Tree counterpart, especially at close range. The WZ120, it is the first time it has been offered in like 6 years. It was in a black market, I believe, and very few people had it. Luckily, I picked one up years and years ago. But yeah, it has been buffed, so it is definitely better. I have not played it post-buff. VCS is very, very good. It's essentially a EBR 75 at Tier 9. You do 500 damage in a clip, and you drive around. People have trouble hitting you, and then you put 500 damage into them very quickly. I've seen a lot of people do very well in the KPZ. I have not played it. Same with the Yongbing, and the Sentinel is 2-round autoloader, doesn't really have any armor. With that, you're guaranteed credits and crew books, along with personal reserves and premium. A premium is 50% chance, and you can receive one of the objects as well, 20%. The highest likelihood is that you'll get 1 tier higher, but you have the chance of also getting the highest tier, but it's pretty low. The second tier has only 1 new vehicle, is the Tier 9 Czech medium, the Ilgar. Potentially decent. Honestly, don't know that much about it. But the SFAC is one of the best Tier 8s, if not the best Tier 8 in the game. It is so good. Chieftain Mark 6, it's not that good, but it is unique, and if you are chasing the Chieftain, it is available again. And the Vercingetorix was available last year as well. It can bully given the right circumstances. Your guaranteed rewards at this stage: free XP, And then you also have the chance of getting one of these, and a high likelihood of 3D attachments as well. You have the chance of getting the highest tier, the highest likelihood out of the three, but you also have the chance of getting the same or even lower. You also have a chance of getting components and times fives. Now for the highest tier, this is where, unfortunately, there are two new vehicles, the Serpente and the Schwertwall. Hopefully my pronunciation is not terrible. Both of these actually look quite unique and fun. Unfortunately, these are not ones you can chase. With it being in the highest tier, it is very hard to go after it, and supposedly the MBTB has the highest likelihood of dropping. So if you do not have an MBTB, you're almost guaranteed to get that instead of one of the new ones. Now the MBTB is a lot of fun, but it is also frustrating to play. So it's kind of one of those hit or miss tanks. You're either going to have a very good game or you're going to have a terrible game. I do recommend picking one up if you can, just because it's a lot of fun. But again, don't chase these. If anything, you can chase the vehicles here. Maybe you can chase the one new one here. There's just no reason. It's so expensive to go after the rest of these. But yeah, so you can get these. Well, you can purchase the lowest tier, and then you can keep climbing up the ladder. With that, we'll see what my luck is. Shout out to Wargaming for supporting content creators again. And yeah, we'll see what my luck is like. I don't know how good it will be. In the past, it's been reasonable, but I've also had times where it's been absolutely terrible. So, you can get 10 of these for free by doing the Last Stand game mode. You also have the ability to get, well, you can purchase them. So you can get some in random battles and then some in Last Stand game mode. So I think Shard is the lowest. So I got one more of those. Then I got 2 fragments, which are the higher tier. And the other thing that I have not shown yet, now we'll do that real quick just to prove my point. Make sure that if you own any of them, rebuy them if you've sold them in the past. Just make sure that they are in your garage. That way you don't get any duplicates. And this way you have a higher chance of getting the new vehicles. So just one more tip. So yeah, here we go. Keep going. So I've been getting the second tier of these boxes or shards or whatever you want to call them. So shard is the lowest, fragment is the second. Been getting a lot of personal reserves, credits, and a handful of these fragments. Yep, so 25, I've opened 25, and 25 I'll get the guaranteed reward. It's possible that I'll you have to use the pity mechanic to get anything. Sometimes that happens. I should say, my luck has typically been to use the pity mechanic, but that one was a really bad set of 5. Where do I stand? Okay, so my next one I'll be getting guaranteed Which one is it? Looks like the Albi. Yep, so here's the Albi. Honestly, this is the one that I'm kind of looking forward to because it looks fun. So a lot of fragments, a lot of personal reserves, a lot of credits. Now, the one thing that you can't say is that you don't get your money's worth typically. Oh, nice. So there's number 2 of the 3 that I'm missing. So there's the Chrysler MTC. So looks like it doesn't have an animation for this one, which is interesting. Definitely a pancake. I don't even know where the 4 people will fit in this one. Anyways, I digress. So a handful more fragments. Looks like this will be another week set of 5. Yep, just some personal reserves, credits, crew books, and some premium days. Now, it kind of depends on what you value. Credits and personal reserves are things that some people value heavily, other people not so much. Crew books have become quite valuable when it comes to training new crews for tier 11s, so I've burned through a ton of them. So I do find those kind of valuable right now. But it comes down to, well, what these boxes give for value. Again, I wouldn't chase 2nd or 3rd tier vehicles, not really worth it. I will say the best way to do it is if you have a certain amount that you're willing to part with, do that and no more. Don't go chasing. Not worth it. How many do I have left? So I have 12 more of these, and then I have 22 fragments. This is a oh, okay. Well, that works. So here's number 3. This is the Polish heavy tank with the gun that hits very hard at close range, and at sniping it's okay. I think it's like 400. So 7 more fragments. And yeah, so if you don't go chasing, you're likely... Oh. Nice. All right, so I rolled another tank in this last one, and then what it does is I get compensation, and that compensation is a core, which is the 3rd tier. So realistically, if I didn't have everything, then I would have had 4 premium tanks right there. 4 premium for 100 boxes is quite good, and then we're only at the 1st tier. So that's, for the most part, you get your money's worth. I will say that. You get your money's worth, but it's just the concept of it that I'm just not a fan of. So with the 1st tier, 3 vehicles, 3.6 million credits, just those 2 alone. I mean, the 3 vehicles is already practically worth it for 100 boxes, but add on everything else, a bunch of personal reserves. You get, well, if you value some of this other stuff, you get your money's worth. But yeah, so let's open the fragments and see what I get. Remember, I only have one vehicle that I'm missing from these. Guaranteed, you need 40 to be guaranteed. I only have 25, so I'm not likely to. Oh, what is this? It's a core. Okay, so I got the next tier. I was wondering what that animation was. So 3D attachment. Yeah. I got another one of the core boxes or shards, or I don't even know what to call these. You statistically should get about every 5 fragment, you should get a core. So I should have around 5 of the core by the end of this. How are we doing? So I have 5 more fragments, and I have 20 more before I get a guaranteed reward. Ooh. Okay, so I get lucky. So I don't have to use the penny mechanic. So I have the org. I think that's what it's called. Ogar, that's what it is. Here's the Ogar VZ63. So with that, we'll see. I have 6 core. Maximum, so 20 will get me a guaranteed. See if I get anything here. So I'm getting some gold. No tank in these. So I got a reasonable amount of gold, a bunch of times 5s, and I got 2 more shards, so the lowest tier. And I have 1 more. And I get no tank from the 3rd tier. So that's about what your luck is most likely going to be. And I have 2 more shards, so I'm just going to open both of these. See what I get. Credits of personal reserves. Okay, so that was opening 100, and then actually became 140 between the fragments and the core and the additional shards that I got. And so I got 4 vehicles, which is quite good luck. I've heard that some people only got 2 out of it, just by the guaranteed mechanic. 5,000 gold, 3.7 million credits, 50k free XP. So a pretty solid haul. Again, you get your money's worth, but it is not worth chasing. It just isn't. It just, you can spend hundreds of dollars chasing, and that makes it just not worth it. With that, hopefully this video has been useful. Again, you can get free ones in random battles and last stand, so you can always try your luck with these. Even in the past, even getting 1 free one is enough to get a tier 8 or 9, and in this case, even a tier 10. You can get a tier 10 from the base level. And yeah, I still don't support these tiers. It's kind of predatory in my opinion, especially after tank collectors, people that have basically everything, people like me who try to 3-mark everything. It's just, it chases away people that have been willing to part with their money for years and years and years. But those that part with their money, I can't say that you don't get your money's worth, because you do. You do get your money's worth for whatever you decide to put into it. It might not be in gold, which that it isn't. It's not in gold, but a lot of other things, if you play the game, it's useful to you. With that, I will see you guys on the battlefield, and hopefully I'm going to actually put this out there, maybe motivate me. I want to have a new series out there to do with 3-marking. So if you guys are interested in that, please leave a comment, let me know, and I'll start working on that as soon as possible. I'll see you guys around.